Let's see. Oh, no. Where'd it go? There it is.
I hope everyone noticed the little extra bit I did there where I said that ocean voyage was going to take 5 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And
And
so
you
we did
just
5
fast forward
sessions on
us.
the ocean.
I did notice that, yes.
Wow. Amazing.
That was on purpose and difficult, just so you know. There was a lot of time where I was like, we've done like 3 or 4 and we haven't gotten anywhere yet.
Is it perhaps because we're problems?
I mean,
We didn't sick the giant sea monster after us, Dave. That was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys did wonderful, terrific things like Zone of Truth or Dare. That takes a little bit of time to do.
All right, that one was on us. That's fair.
No one expected Zone of Truth or Dare.
No. No one really didn't.
We're on the other
I
side
was
of it now,
just-
though.
That was just weird.
No, it was amazing.
It'll come back. I wrote a note about it. That's a very important little game that you can do.
Gonna come back
Oh,
into your
man.
life. Dave's gonna set up Zone of Truth or Dare in his living room.
If I make a real Zone of Truth spell, I'll do it.
Oh my god, that would
It's
be
just
fun.
it's just a ring of gasoline.
A ring of gasoline.
If you lie, we light it on fire.
How do you know though?
And if you're not lying, you're telling the truth, and I still don't believe you, still turn it on. Light it up.
Yeah, we
But
gotta
I'm
work the
telling
kinks
the
out.
Ring of gasoline, one person with the lighter, everyone has to hold eggs. If you break your egg, fire's going.
Oh god.
We'll do a unanimous vote on whether or not they're lying.
Yeah,
Probably
it's
more fair if
survival
someone is just setting someone on fire, but
Nah, what's the fun in that?
I mean, we could put your head underwater, but that's... I don't know, I don't love that.
Or waterboard them?
That's
that's not how you play Truth or Dare. You don't waterboard with Truth or Dare.
Okay, it's got to go back to the drawing board. We got to rework the whole thing. It's not going to work in its current form.
Oh, hey, guys, I got a new stove.
Choose your torture.
I'll say I
Truth or Dare.
just almost freaked out a second because I saw Maddie walk past behind the camera, but I saw her reflection in the window on camera, and I thought she was outside.
Ghost.
I said, "You're not on the second floor. How did she do that?"
That's pretty magical.
Whoa! Look at that. Oh, it's all engraved with stuff. What is all that?
It's based
Open it.
off of
Nice.
the movie Ouija.
Oh, nice.
But I've never seen Ouija. I
It's
just thought
pretty-
it was cool looking.
It's a pretty dumb movie.
That's fair.
It's pretty cool. It's a cool skull, but a bad movie.
It smells
It's
like
a horrible
jasmine
movie.
because I put incense in it.
Oh, nice.
But isn't
Nice.
it nifty?
It's a really cool skull.
It is really cool.
So I ain't even mad. And it was
I
cheap. It was only like $20.
I like the sun on the side.
Yeah, there's a moon on the other side.
Oh, sweet. Hell
Ooh.
yeah.
A Ouija board.
Oh, hey, don't forget to connect your laptop.
It's already connected.
Okay, just checking.
I still have cards too. I'm tricking out, guys.
Whoa!
Ooh, a bardic one.
I finally
Hell
went through them. Ian gave them to me.
Hey.
But now they're all set up and nice. And then I went and bought way more.
Oh.
Nice.
So now I have all the cleric ones.
You should be like me and get those like trading card binder sleeves and then organize them. Because
I
that's
want
what
a
I
little
do.
spell book looking one.
Hello?
I want
You're
it.
back, Jason.
Yeah, the little spellbook ones are like on Amazon and stuff.
I want it.
Got the little ones, and it comes with blank cards too for the cards you don't own and/or nonsense you make up.
You put it in a tiny little book?
Yay!
Yeah, because otherwise spells don't exist to me anymore, and I will never use any of them because there's too many. I have them in here. I have like my weapons. If I have health potions, some of the spells I have all the time, so they were stickered in here. It's amazing, and I love it. Otherwise, I would literally do nothing but like hit things with my stick all the time. Every character would be a fighter.
That would be fun.
I want it. It's like a cute little book.
Yeah, they got different like themed ones too.
Mm. I had to buy the arcane and the cleric set because the bard set didn't have all of the things I have.
They never do, right? There's always little extra bits that everybody gets.
No. And I had to buy all of them. Also, we got a vampire cleric, so gotta have all the cleric stuff too.
That's good. Good deal, yeah. 2 for the price of 1.
Right? Ah! They're expensive in stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. My Discord just decided to tell me like, nope, you're not gonna watch the stream, and we're gonna shut off.
No
I
more
literally
Jason.
died and then came
Cut him
back out.
out.
I was like,
Get rid of him.
I want an alcohol.
no alcohol for you today.
Just
Right.
one.
Now that Dimmy got up, this is episode number 47. The title of this episode is Mazut.
Oh boy.
That's Mazut for anyone that's trying to write it down right now. I don't know if you are or not. I saw Scout's arm do the like pen motion.
I was looking for the spell book for Dimitri, but I will write it down because nothing makes sense to me.
Can you spell that again? I was out of the room.
It'll be Mazut. Mazut is the name of the town that your ship will be approaching. For the past few weeks, our group has been on a small sailing vessel, captained by a halfling druid named Betty, sailing from the continent of Corenia, across the Sphinx Sea, over to Mochipa. They're being sent on a diplomatic mission, just as they were before, to try to establish contact with the Empress there, named Pardid, and request aid for an ongoing war that they're having with the nation of Internum. The aid from Mochipa could come in any of several forms. Mochipa has their own standing army. It's the only other one that the nation of Corenia knew about, so they could receive physical reinforcements. Mochipa is also the only known source of naturally occurring magite, which is a special type of mineral that is used by people in this world in order to channel spells and use magic. It's crafted into items and weapons to give them magical properties. And it's used in spellcasting focuses for people to cast spells. It's been a harrowing journey over the ocean. We've run into undersea pirates that have attempted to attack the vessel, giant turtles that tried to eat everyone. There were floating corpses of bug-like creatures and a massive storm, a depressed ship captain, and an island full of skeletons. But we did eventually make it with a few extra people in tow. Betty, of course, is not willing to sail her ship all the way to town. She is sort of refusing to step foot on land. She stays out at sea at all times. So she's requesting that you take the rowboat and row yourselves over to shore. She's going to keep most of the ship supplies that are used for the oversea travel, but you could take anything else that you'd want, anything that you could fit into the boat, of course. All your personal belongings, your weapons, your equipment, anything that you might need. and she also requests that you take the 3 people that you saved when their ship sank in the storm: Kaboma, Peppers, and Sophie. So that's where we'll pick up. The 3 of them will be loading up that rowboat. They don't really have anything that they could take. All of their stuff was lost at sea. So they're just putting in whatever little supplies, anything that Betty allows them to take from her ship, that they can maybe salvage a little something from their failed voyage. Are there any parting words or anything else that you want to impart to the captain before you leave?
I would just go, thank you for helping us get across the ocean. I get a feeling it was a bit short notice, and judging by the lack of response from everybody else, seems like you might have been the only person to take the job.
It's, yeah. Most other ships didn't want to be in the city. They think it's going to be under siege pretty soon.
They could very well be right. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, and we can get back. I'm assuming that you are our ride home?
Yeah, I'm going to do a little sailing around the coast here. As long as you're not back before the end of a week, I'll keep a holding pattern and a lookout for you.
We can also send you a message when we're, heading back this way after we've got what we needed too.
Oh, right, you guys are all magicians. I forgot.
For the most part, yeah.
So, anything else I could do for you?
Robbie,
What?
tell her we want to go to Talville.
We were wondering if on the way back, you'd be interested in taking us to Taufel. I don't know what you take as payment, but we should be able to scrounge some cash for you.
I think I heard you wrong.
Shit.
You were saying that on the way back to Karenia, you wanted to go to Taufel?
That is correct.
You understand it's not really on the way back. That's an entirely different journey.
I thought we were closer to it now than we were at Karenia. Is that correct?
Well, maybe technically, but I do have another concern. If you wanted to commit suicide, could you do it without involving me?
I don't think it's quite suicide. As you said, we're magicians.
Nobody comes back from there.
That's what we've heard, but I've got a couple of people I know who have been able to. At least one person has been able to do it.
Well, I'm not keen on it, but maybe I could get you close enough that you could get there yourself.
That would be most appreciated. Granted, it's not super prevalent right now, as we still have to get this done, but we think that there's some stuff there that could really help out with the sieges and the whatnot.
And at this point, as far as we know, you're an excellent salesperson. I wouldn't expect other people to be able to do it.
Well, I don't sail in the north too often. I'll tell you what, if I see one iceberg, I'm turning the whole ship back around.
Okay.
These things are dangerous. Well, when are you trying to go there?
Whenever we're done here.
Take your time. I'm in no rush to drop off a bunch of people to freeze to death.
Well, I appreciate that. You looking out for us and not wanting us to commit suicide, as you called it, but I don't know. We are a hardy group of adventurers, and we've made it through everything so far.
We've done the desert. I mean, we might as well hit every terrain.
I guess. You know, some people refer to the desert as a sort of ocean. Not smart people, though.
You know, as someone who's from the desert, the ocean is way scarier. I don't like it.
Better, too, right?
Yep.
Teeming with life and adventure, ever changing, and not
I
all
love
full
it.
of people.
Yep, and it moves around a lot more and threatens my life all the time. And I can't swim.
Yeah. The desert seems like a place where people go to die, or Taufel, of course, present company included. But the ocean's somewhere where people go to live.
You know, other than you, a lot of people go to the ocean to die.
Well, I've
I
never met him.
don't.
Oh, yeah. Arvistan, you're from the ocean, right?
Yep.
High five, man.
Ah.
High five, man.
Of course, you can't go very high because she's quite short. So she has to reach up very high, and you kind of just slap at shoulder height.
Middle level 5. Is there anything you'd like us to collect while we're here?
I don't need anything from the land.
I'm sorry, it's such a sin.
It's all right for you, I'm sure. I just prefer it out here.
That's okay. Whatever sails your sailboat.
Yeah, that's me.
Yep. Thanks for everything, Betty.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
She'll go back to her cabin and unceremoniously just close the door behind her.
As we get into the rowboat, I will look at Hazute. I think that went really well.
You know, she could have said no.
Exactly.
She said almost no, though. I'm not sure how many icebergs are up there.
Probably more than 0.
Yeah. Yeah, probably more than 0.
Alternatively, I could just reach out to Sequus and ask him to come pick us up.
Also, what does close enough that we could get there mean? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's probably not close enough.
How long does that water walk spell last for?
That's what I thought.
About an hour.
Yep.
And how fast can you go in an hour? How far?
Well, I mean, probably 9 to 12 miles if we're booking it.
And I have to.
Got 3 charges.
We got animals.
Yeah, so we can get 100%. We can do it.
Just run full sprint for 3 to 4 hours.
Just get on the horse.
Barring interruptions. Yeah. I wonder if it would work on... I feel like I've already asked this. If I just, turned into a horse while the spell was cast, if I could be a horse walking on water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
just
can speed
want
this up.
walking on water.
You can walk on water over to the continent right now if you want.
Okay.
I'll row to help our friends who lack thumbs and stuff that we're transporting.
Right.
I feel like maybe I should walk because we have a wolf and a horse and an axe beak and 3 new friends.
The animals should walk. Can you herd them?
I don't think that would work. I don't think they'd end up on land.
I don't know what's gonna happen. The horse will listen to you.
Just the horse, though.
You could ride him also. And if he's
Yeah.
walking on water, it wouldn't be any problem.
True.
Just
true.
for the drama of it.
Could even hitch him up to the front of the rowboat and have him just tow them.
All you have to do is get on the horse, right? look at the rest of us, look at Shell, and then threaten Shell that you're gonna get there faster, and she'll just go.
I could just look at Shell in the face and then start booking it.
You could. It could work. It could work. She's gotten competitive with you more than once.
I know.
What's the plan, Stan? I'm gonna take a boat. It's a bit safer for me.
If you'd like, if you remember, I think it was 2 trips to get everyone on the boat when you were leaving Karenia in the first place. So you're welcome to do that if you'd like. You might need to do another one to get the refugees with you also. So that would be 3 total if you're going to use the boat exclusively, or whatever else you want to do. You can swim. The current's kind of strong. You're still a little bit far out, so it might be kind of difficult unless you're a strong swimmer. But it's definitely a possibility. You could walk on water. You could use that control water spell to sort of push yourself on a tidal wave if you want to do something really weird.
I'm gonna walk on water. Up to 9 friends can also join me. I don't think all of the animals would listen to me too good. Throwing that out there. I don't think we need to complicate this.
You're gonna put the animals on the boat with the refugees?
At least yours. I think the other 2 will listen to me.
Ugh. Yeah,
She's not lying there, so.
fine. I'll walk, but that doesn't mean she'll listen to me. But she's heavy, so she'll weigh the boat down.
She's kind of heavy. She's very big, of course, taking up a lot of space. But she's got them bird bones, so
True, bird
it's not
bones.
too terrible.
But she doesn't need to fly.
Well,
Does that
she
make a
can't.
difference? Bird bones?
In this case, no.
Do ostriches have heftier bones than like a flying bird?
Whether or not they do, Shell's not an ostrich, so we don't have to worry about them.
Very true.
I'll figure it out, don't you worry.
Okay, so we'll have some combination of people on the rowboat and some of you walking. I assume we're trying to get this done in one trip.
Yeah.
Than try to come back and get more people. All right.
Correct.
That works. It's not a far journey from how far out Betty is to get to the shore. You probably go to the dock. They've got a couple of extended docks coming off. This is a port town called Mazut. It is mostly clay buildings that are 1 to 2 stories. Nothing too complex. They're just kind of simple rectangular shapes, and they'll have holes cut out of them for windows that don't have any glass or any pane in there. So everything's just open. This is a tropical area, so most of the time they have the same temperature, and since they're out on the coast, it's a pretty gentle ocean breeze. Not anything as oppressive as you've been hearing about for Mochipa, but of course it's not underneath the canopy just yet. A lot of the people here paint their houses too, so whatever colors they can derive from various plants that they find inside the jungle, they can bring out and make nice bright reds or blues on the houses that they cover up, or they'll do little murals on them, big flowers, or sort of camouflage to even make their house look like it's part of the jungle or part of the beach that it's sitting on. And as you get there and approach, you'll see that there is a lot of people here. It's a very bustling town. A lot of people are at the docks. Most of the ships that are sailing out from Mochipa are of a different make than the ones that you're used to seeing in Karenia. Those are like large sailing ships. They stand up tall out of the water. They have multiple sails on them. They're meant to haul large amounts of cargo or large amounts of people and be as defensible as possible. Those sailing out of Mochipa are usually more long and narrow. They fit more people standing on the top. There's not a lot of hull or below deck for them to have to deal with. or they just have large rafts with the large single sail on them, and ropes that make them a lot easier to manipulate without the use of hands. As you come up, you'll also notice that the population here is skewed a little bit differently than it is in Kyrenia. There you see a sort of close mix of folk and Omni all interacting with each other. The folk outweigh the Omni by not an insignificant portion, but it's still pretty good distribution. And this part, on this side of the ocean, the Omni are vastly the majority. You see that it's probably, they got an 80-20 split. There's still some folk here, and a lot of them have immigrated from Kyrenia or from one of its neighboring nations. But everybody's put in a lot of effort to try to make this a multicultural town and a multicultural nation, try to be as accepting for those immigrants as possible. So you get some help as you're coming in. A few dock hands will reach out and grab your boat, and they've got ropes to quickly tie off the rowboat. And they'll help everyone out onto the dock. And that is when Kaboma and Peppers and Sophie would like to take their leave from the rest of you. Kaboma just walks away without saying a word. But Peppers, in his little sort of squirrely skunk form, will reach up a furry clawed hand to shake. He's not reaching at anyone in particular, so who's going to take his little hand?
I will.
All right. He says, I'm very much indebted to you. If there's anything you should ever need, never hesitate to contact me. If there's something I can do for you, I'll drop everything and rush to your side.
Oh, well, thank you. Likewise, we are here to help. It was a big deal what happened to you all.
Sophie still needs a great deal of recovery. I'll be looking after her for probably the next several weeks.
Are you going to see Baboma?
In time, maybe. I almost ashamed to say it, but he does owe me my payment for the voyage. I don't know how much I'll be receiving, but I was under contract for that, and part of the contract was that we would be receiving the largest portion of our payment after the trade had been settled. And since it was unsuccessful, I'm not sure exactly where that standing is anymore.
Do you know how much that was going to be?
It was all going to be dependent on exactly how much money we made, but I should be receiving, I was expecting somewhere between 300 and 400 gold pieces.
Whew. That's a lot.
Yes, but I didn't have it before, so it's not much difference not having it now.
Well, at least you weren't... I mean, you're back at home. At least you weren't there the whole time and then made no money.
I suppose if there is a silver lining to that enormous storm cloud, then we might as well look for it. Thank you, Hashite.
Sorry I couldn't be of more help.
Perish the thought. You're my savior. Your ship is all that stands between me and extinction. It's the most help I could have asked for.
Well, it's not anything big, but here's 20 gold.
So I couldn't possibly. It tries to shove it back to you.
It's kind of weighing me down. Okay. I'm just drowning in money right now. I need you to take that. It'd be a favor to me.
This is going towards medicine for Sophie.
Fine.
I don't know how to say this without getting too emotional. So I'm just going to have to walk away now.
Okay.
He'll get a dockhand to help him load Sophie into a wheelbarrow. She's not going to be able to walk very well for a little while. And the two of them wheel her off, and they go off into the town.
Well, friends, what now?
Was
That's
there
a very good question.
was there a contact we were supposed to be meeting here? Someone to help escort us to the city?
Who's got the letters?
Probably
I
have
think
to-
that was Hashota.
Was it me? I usually give everything to Kriv.
You're our leader.
Yeah, you're a leader. You were the one because it was you and Robbie that went to the meeting and all the stuff to get the permission to come over here and all that.
Yep.
And I think they give it to you.
I mean, we were also there, but we just didn't do much.
There's important papers right here, right next to 5 sheets of blank paper.
You've got 2 letters. One of them is addressed to Empress Pardid. That's when you get to the capital, which is a ways away from here. You're supposed to pick up somebody to help you get there first. And your other letter is meant to be addressed to that person. On that one, it says Gideon Lagoon.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
ooh, fish.
That's a cool name.
All right. I don't know how to get into contact with him.
Just
Ask
start
around?
around.
Woohoo.
Yeah, that works for me.
I know.
What sort of shops are around here?
This would be mostly street vendors. So as soon as you get past the docks and onto the land proper, it's a street that's lined and packed with people with small stalls, or they're just carrying things. They've got like the guys that are at like baseball games. They have like a big tray of peanuts in front of them. People selling things like that. And it's bustling. I mean, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of people clamoring, and they're all shouting for your attention to come over. You know, come here, look at what I've got. Something special for the Corenians. You won't find any of this back home. Take a look. Loads of people. Everyone wants to talk to you, and if you turn away from anyone, they turn to the next person and try to ask them for their attention.
Well, if we're going to be asking around, I want to say Splits was the one who told me there was something you could put on, like ointment or something that would help keep bugs off of us. I don't know what it was. He said it was sticky and stinky. Either he was lying to me or
Sticky and Stinky, come here, my friend, come here. Come here, come here. I've got just what you're looking for. Come here, I've got you.
Sticky and stinky.
I've got you. We've got things here that you've never seen.
I don't doubt that.
Come take a look. Come take a look.
Don't let him talk you into it.
Or say this delicious. Take a look here. And he'll pick up a sort of brown big fruit that's got big spikes coming off of it that turn like a blackish red at the point.
Is it a jackfruit?
And he'll say, have you ever seen one of these? Have you ever tried something like this?
Can't say I have. What is that? What's it called?
I crack it open on the table in front of him and open it up in front of you. And it's got bright red fruit around close to the rind on the inside. And then interior of that is hollow and filled with thick interlocking spider webs. And, probably 20, 40 spiders come crawling out.
Ooh. Looks
Oh,
delicious.
this is a great one here. Want to leave the fruit alone. It's terrible. It tastes bitter and awful. But the webs, if you can Just stick your finger in there and curl it around a little bit.
Okay.
Just spiral like that.
It's like cotton candy. Is that what it looks like?
When it attaches to your finger, it kind of makes a ball like cotton candy would on the end of a
Do
stick.
it. Do it. Stick it in your mouth.
I don't know if that's
Go ahead. Go ahead and have a taste of that. Go ahead. One big bite.
Oh.
I wouldn't. Oh
Do it.
God,
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
What does it feel like?
they did.
Yeah, I know I did.
It feels sticky and stinky.
Feels
Uh,
Does it
Well-
taste weird?
It tastes kind of like metal.
Like not a thing you're supposed to eat, probably?
I'd say like copper, like if you ever sucked on a penny before.
Is it good?
I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to taste like that to know if that's good.
What does it taste like?
Metal?
Ew.
That
so
doesn't
you're
sound like it
telling
tastes
me
good.
that
I'm-
if it tastes like metal, you're telling me it doesn't taste good and it shouldn't be edible, right?
Well, it's a delicacy. Of course it's edible.
Oh.
I wouldn't sell it if you couldn't eat it.
We were looking for more like bug repellent situation.
Bug repellent. What's the need for that? Say here, lovely Mazut, you've got the ocean breeze. It brushes all the bugs away from you. There's no problem.
We're going in
There's
there.
one gold piece. I can give you 4 of these fruits.
How big are these things?
I
Really
don't
big,
want
like a coconut.
Did you say what they were called? I don't know. If
Spider fruit.
Spider fruit. It's very straightforward.
Don't fall for the trick.
I don't know that we have
You're gonna
Real
walk away.
or delicacies.
You're gonna give me nothing. You're gonna walk away, and you just had half a spider fruit.
I didn't say I was walking away.
Well, of course not. You've got to give me something here.
Why don't I give you 1 gold for this and for teaching me something new? And we'll be coming back through this way. It's disrespectful.
I can't take your money
to
without
give-
giving you something or some merchandise. Take some fruit.
Do you have anything besides those?
Got a discerning eye. I've got something. I've got just the thing for you. And I reach in to the back of his stall and I pull out a sort of long fruit that's kind of in 4 points, but elongated. Kind of like, did you ever have one of those Play-Doh things that you can kind of like push the lever down and it pushes out of the shape? If
Like
you
a
think
star
of that,
fruit?
kind of like a star fruit. It's 4 points. And it's very long, like maybe about yay long. A little thicker on one end than on the other. And he'll cut off one side of it. And then he'll hold it up like that. And he'll say, try that.
Do I just bite it?
You drink it.
What's it taste like?
Well, there's only one way to know for sure.
I don't want to drink it. Fine.
It tastes like banana. Like a liquid banana.
All right, I'm in. You sold.
This is the carnivore?
It's better than the other thing. You want the other thing? You could have spider fruit, Crib. You want it? This is a banana.
Ooh, can I try it? Can I try some of that?
That way.
And I grab it and take a bite.
You bit
It's
it?
really good.
Bit.
It doesn't taste good if you bite it, baby.
Drink it, drink
No,
it.
no, no.
Drink it. I drank it. I forgot it was drinkable.
Oh boy.
Sort of long and thin, and it's sort of bulbous towards the bottom. It's like a vase.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is pretty nice. I like the sweetness on it.
And it got a green color, kind of toward the edges of those points. It gets a little kind of yellowish.
Well, what is this made from?
What do you mean?
What?
It's a fruit. Grows on a tree. It's made
Yeah,
from
but
fruit.
how do you make it liquidy? Like, what do you mix it in with?
Don't do
What
anything.
else is in this?
Just pick it right off the tree.
Really? Just like that?
Absolutely.
Ah, this
Now,
is
what you can do,
crazy.
an easy way for you to acquire this fruit is to get 2 for 1 gold piece.
Easiest way.
Yeah, that's right. That's his way. Well, that's interesting. Good luck with that, though.
Oh, wait. Oh, you've had a sample. It's not for free.
I got it. I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said 2 of the banana things for 1 gold piece is 8, 1
A plantara.
plantarum?
Yes.
Does that mean anything? Or is that just a name?
Means this.
Okay. So how much would it be for what we've already eaten and drank? Plus,
Let's see, 1 spider fruit, 1 plantara. I could let that go for a gold piece.
That wasn't a whole spider fruit. I'm just saying.
Well,
Well, I
the
would
rest
like
of it's
another-
wasted now, isn't it? The surprise is gone. All the spiders have fled.
I would like another spider fruit though. I want one.
Absolutely.
Would anyone like a plantarum?
Yeah.
We've been eating the same food for weeks.
Are these going to attract insects?
Yes.
Oh, great.
We'll
Good.
eat them now.
I will pass.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't think I'll eat any of that.
Well, how much then for the 2 we've already consumed? 1 of each.
2 gold pieces total.
2 gold pieces.
That sounds like
Hand it over.
we're being robbed.
All right, it's a pleasure doing business with you. Is there anything else I could help you with today? More fruit?
We're actually looking for someone. What was the name again? Hashtag Gideon
Gideon Lagoon?
Lagoon?
Can't help you.
Oh,
No worship.
an angry
That's
reaction.
enough. It was nice to meet you. A pleasure doing business. He'll start addressing you, sir. Come here.
Oh,
Can I interest you in spider fruit? He's not talking to you, Arvstan.
I stretch my hands and grab him. Like, why that
Oh,
sudden
whoa,
reaction?
wait
Not like, do you guys not like that guy around here? What's going on? Why did you just after selling us and Criff buying stuff from you? Why did you just disrespectfully disregard that question?
Arvstan, you get a spear tip pointed in your back after you grab a vendor in a crowded marketplace.
No. Well, hello there.
I don't know how they do things in Karenia, but you don't lay your hands on someone around here.
Well, this guy was
Drop
been
him.
a little bit. All right.
Now move along.
Could you help us, good sir? We are looking for somebody. Is there like I don't know, a place to check in at? A Gideon Lagoon is who we're looking for?
You're looking for Gideon?
Yeah.
I'd stop looking if I were you.
Why?
Well, you get yourself in trouble that way.
Why?
He'll start walking away as if, to say, follow me.
I'll follow.
He'll take you over to the wall of a building, point at it with his spear, and you'll see a picture there. It's sort of a cross between like a lion and a dire wolf. There's big, bushy mane, there's very predatory snout, big eyes and ears sticking out on the side of its head. And underneath it, it says, "Missing Gideon Lagoon."
Well, we can't have him missing. We need to see him.
Yeah, we need to know where he is. I got
We
a couple
know where he
questions for
is,
him.
but there's no use trying to get him.
Where is he?
If I tell you that, I'll put myself at risk. And I'm not interested in dying today.
What if you write it down on a piece of paper and just leave it somewhere else and we just grab it?
They
That
know
way
I
you don't
told
get.
you, then my head's on the pike. So consider this me saving your life. Don't grab any more vendors. Have a good day.
So one question. So if they know
That's
that you
enough,
told
Sonan.
us,
That goodbye.
so that means you're the only one that knows about it.
I don't think he's the only one that knows about it, Arvistan. I get a feeling that a lot of people do. It's why the vendor acted so suspiciously.
Hey guys,
I mean, but if
you think
he
he would
leaves a
tell us
note,
if I asked him in his head?
he said that if he told us,
Yeah, if
they
anyone
would,
heard or anyone wrote it or any of that jazz.
yeah, they would know that it was him, but not writing it, and like even writing it, how would they know if we like do it randomly?
Because they'd see him associating with us?
Hmm.
Have you not dealt with criminal activity?
I mean, worth a try.
Do you want my honest answer to that? Very little up until like a week ago. Well, at this point, like a month and a half ago.
You're a full-blown criminal, bud.
I am. Yeah, being a murderer is not something I would have attuned to myself, a year ago. I said, hey, this is what I'm going to do.
Do you think he'd say something? Or would he freak out like everyone else who I've tried to message?
I mean,
Probably freak out.
yeah, I would lean on the freak out, but maybe we can find somebody more amenable to our plight.
Well, someone's already seen him speak with us. If we could find someone else who we think might know the information, they might be more willing to share without associating with us.
How about the salesman? I mean, he was just selling us stuff and he just
He
left.
does
So
not want to talk to you. You assaulted him.
I'm not the one talking to him. This is you talking to them. I
I'm
don't know.
part
I'm
of
not the one with the spell.
There's no way.
All right. I mean, he's the other one that actually knows where or what happened to him since he just this us. And if we start asking around who knows and all that stuff, they or whoever it is will know that we're trying to get information and know who the people we're talking about with. And if we know get the information, they'll get into trouble. So
Arvestan, I think the issue is that they all know. I think they all know. I think it's a community knowledge that they don't wish to share with foreigners.
okay, fair enough. I see where you're going with this.
What
Then
if
you
we try to
just
find a government official? Like somebody, the leader of the
One that
town.
just pointed a spear at him.
that would be
Well,
even
no,
worse.
that's like a town guard. I'm talking about like the mayor or something.
Is there
And then
any?
you, being the leader of the group, could be like, hey, we are on an official diplomatic mission, and he is necessary, or someone is necessary, I guess it doesn't even have to be him, to get us to Tempe.
I just want to
Is-
know how long he's been missing.
Is there any other information on the flyer, like a contact person, or just like heads up, this dude's missing?
You're being asked to alert the town guard, and apparently on the flyer, the implication at least is that Gideon is the head of the sort of peacekeeping of Mazut.
Uh-oh, a soldier.
Well, maybe their colleagues will be more inclined to let us know if we can help.
If they don't care to find him, I'm a bit concerned as to where he is.
Well,
Do any of these buildings look like Are there any buildings that look that look official of any kind?
Um,
Maybe have big crests on it. I don't know.
Large crests. I mean, none of them really stands out as sort of more important or more decorated than any of the others, outside of personal decorations that people put on their own homes. It's a pretty simple place. Mazut's an older town. It was built when there was a exclusive Omni population here, and their expertise with like crafting, without dexterity to be able to do everything, to build something finely and well crafted, is very limited. So most of the buildings are very blocky and very large and very simple. And they didn't put much stock into making anything look all that different from anything else.
Well, you want to find another guard, Arviston?
I mean, just find a guard and just ask him what's up. I think that's the only way at this point.
What's up? Why don't we ask him for some kind of official place?
That's what I was thinking. Find some locals, see if they can point us to the direction of a mayor, if there is a mayor, or whoever the leadership council is here.
Okay. Is there anyone? Well, I guess the market people are all kind of yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Let's walk up to a random stall. I don't know what they're selling. It's all a mystery to me.
Let's get some perception checks, just to see which stall we want to.
Who from? Everybody?
Everybody, anybody. If you
Everybody.
don't want to do it, then don't.
15.
Woo!
I got a 15 as well.
I got an 11. Yeah.
19 plus something. I forgot which stat you said.
Perception.
Perception? 24!
Damn!
Ooh.
Okay. Kriv, you've got the eyes today. You can obviously see the fruit vendor that you spoke to. There are a few other fruit vendors nearby. And there are some not as close to that one because they don't really like the competition being right next door. You could see some vendors of local trinkets, like little pieces of jewelry and knickknacks, or little toys and things like that. There are some people selling paints and pigments, or basic tools used to make paints and pigments. It seems to be one of the major trade pieces around this town. You also spot something very familiar. There is a man trying to sell to two young Omni women. He's got a large pack on his back, all covered in various different things. And he's being very pushy, and they seem of passing interest as he's talking to them.
I assume we recognize him?
You would. It looks like Ordo, the merchant that you've met before.
Definitely gonna call out his name. Ordo! Hey,
Freaking
Ordo!
Gordo!
You see him stop in the middle of what he's saying, look over to you. He's a little far away, but you can hear him while you're yelling at him. And you might not hear him say it, but you can definitely see on his lips he mouths the words, "Oh shit," and he turns and starts walking away.
Go get him! Go get him! We gotta catch up to him.
Oh, yeah.
All
We
right,
can't just leave our friend like that.
Harvesting, be nice.
I'm nice.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
It took you 5 minutes to assault somebody in a new town.
I
Yeah.
know, right? All he did was frown at us.
Well, I mean, the guy was suspicious whenever he just started being mean and just walked away without answering our question. So
Dude,
he
you're
knew
suspicious all the
something.
time.
Well,
Just be nice to
somebody.
Ordo. We
You
need a
actually
friend.
like go out of their way to be nice to everybody.
I'll think about it. It's order we're talking about.
He's trying to disappear into the crowd. Who's leading this chase right now?
Oh, not I. I don't have eyes. Kriv.
I will.
Yeah, Griff can just push everybody to a side.
Okay. He's attempting to stealth his way out of your sight. I'd like you to make a perception check to try to keep an eye on him.
Oh, I have bad news, friends.
What happened?
Can I wait, can I assist? I'm looking.
I have bad news also. Ordo crit on his stealth check.
I assume the better kind.
So Kriv,
Never
you
mind.
immediately lose sight of him.
That makes sense.
I am devastated. How the hell did he get here? That guy.
That's a good question.
He must teleport. I don't believe he can't do this shit.
I mean, if we really needed to find him, I could find him. But
Find him. Find him.
okay, I'm going to press locate creature and choose Ordo as my target. If he's within 1,000 feet of me, I know where he is.
Okay.
Oh, this is great.
There's no chance for that spell to fail, right? Like that's definitely just works right away.
Let me see here. I don't think so.
Ordo's really trying hard.
Not that he'd have any like.
I can't locate a creature if running water at least 10 feet wide blocks the direct path between me and the creature.
No. So that is not present right now. So you'll be able to see where Ordo is. He's sort of like a little highlighted form of this little merchant guy. You could see his big pack, everything too, and he's just tucked down like this, but he's scurrying. He's trying to go as fast as he can. He's heading out of the market and further out into town.
I will make haste to try and catch up with him.
Is everyone going with Ravi, or are you going to let him go catch Ordo on his own?
Oh,
All right,
no.
let's
I
go.
gotta come with.
All right. So you have to brush past some people, but there's not, because you've got a spell locating this guy. There's no chance that you're going to lose him on the way going. So there's really no need to make any huge rush. He'll eventually cut and hide down a little alleyway and think that he's lost you, but he's not anticipating a magical tracking technique. So eventually he'll be cornered in between two buildings as you turn around and see him. And he's out of breath at this point. He's not very in good shape. So I say, Ravi, just the person I was looking for.
Ordo!
It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Hey,
It took
Ordo.
a long time. I feel like fate brings us together, my old friend.
Oh, yes, what glorious fate. Oh, so, what's new with you?
Well, we are on a different diplomatic mission this time. We're on our way to Tempe now.
We're so sorry. It seems like we're following you.
Well, that's Tempe. That's a very interesting place, a wonderful place. Lots of different important people there. Lots of stuff for you to do. I think it's over that way, if you. But I'm not really heading that direction. I think I'm heading back down towards the coast. It's but it's wonderful to see you again. You're sort of star-crossed adventurers. Yes, very well.
I'm gonna stand in the way.
Yeah, unfortunately, we need a little bit more information. We are not used to the jungle. We're not here to solicit you to take us across, don't worry. But we are looking for a man named Gideon. And the other locals have been very touchy about him.
You're looking for Gideon Lagoon, correct?
Yes.
Oh, you and a lot of people.
Why is everyone looking for him? We needed him to cross the thing, and now everybody's all upset about him.
Gideon's ran afoul of some unsavory sorts that probably have abducted him at this point. From what I'm gathering, for the limited time I've been here, of course, I'm not a local, so I don't know exactly everything that you might be looking for. But yes, he was doing an investigation and seems to have gotten himself into some trouble.
I see. I don't suppose you know what he was looking into, would you?
Well, just based on sort of the difficulty that you've had with trying to locate him or trying to get anyone to help you in locating him, I would assume that he ran afoul of the street gang nearby. I believe they're called. What was that name again? I wrote it down. Yes, the Sunken Fangs. They hold quite a bit of power here in Mazut, probably more than the local constables would be able to muster, so I can understand people not wanting to be associated with someone looking for him.
Which leads us to, I think, our next question. Do you know where the constables or government leaders are so we can talk to them?
I could show you where their headquarters or their minor jail is, and most of the local government is housed. I'm not sure what goal you have with going there, though.
We're just looking for information on him. Like, we need him to get to where we're needing to go, so if we have to find him from whatever these sunken fangs are or whatever, then that's what we gotta do.
Gideon's something of a hero in this town, in this whole country, really. Most people would only speak highly of him when I mentioned him, but I don't think that they'd be much help. Everyone knows where he is, you see. Even I know where he is. It's just not a good idea to go there.
Where is he?
There's this section of the town that's sort of walled off, an older part of Mazut. That's where the Sunken Veins have their hideout. They are very well defended and well manned, so I believe that they outnumber the town guard even. Going there is just too dangerous. So no one sent anyone to take care of him.
So was he just taken?
I believe he went himself in an attempt to apprehend the leader of the Sunken Fangs. Really heroic stance someone would take, single-handedly defeating an entire street gang, don't you think?
Yep.
Well, thank you. Does anyone have anything else for him?
No.
Right. I do have something I might ask of you, if you're willing to do someone a favor.
Let's hear it. Did you want a fruit? I could give you a fruit.
Oh, no, these fruits are dreadful. I hate all the food in this place. It's simply awful.
Hey!
I am having some trouble making headway with some of the locals here. They seem very distrustful towards my merchandising tactics, which makes my livelihood a bit more difficult than I think is necessary.
What are you trying to do?
I'm wondering, since you're going to look for Gideon anyway, and he's something of a local hero, a sort of celebrity in these parts, his savior would become also, I think, someone of some repute around here. And if said savior, or saviors, as the case may be, might be able to boost the reputation of some of their associates, say the person that hired them to go and look for Gideon. Perhaps if word got around town that I was the benefactor that was bringing across foreign heroes to help rescue their local constable, that might put a little incentive into their pockets.
Are you paying us?
You want to help us?
I could pay you, but of course you're looking for him anyway. I mean, there's really no need for that to happen. I'm just saying that perhaps you could spread the word around if there's anyone else that you're talking to that the merchant Ordo is the one who has commissioned you to perform this investigation. And I have some confidence in you. Why not, I dare say, heroic rescue.
I don't know. Some of our friends aren't very good at lying.
I mean, there's a way, if you have something that could help us, that you could give us to save him. My guess is that the boost to your reputation would more than cover whatever item you could give us that would help us out, and no one would be forced to lie.
It's possible, if you think it necessary. I would say, or at least note at this point, that it seems that you're somewhat undervaluing the information that I've given you already. That I think is something of a payment in itself. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, assuming that you, as you said, it's a well-known secret. Granted, it might have taken a while, but we would have found out where he is.
Right, but it
Doesn't
hasn't
matter.
taken a while, has it? It's gone very quickly for you.
Do you really want us to not help you? Because I don't like talking to a con man. I'll just go.
Well, this is no con. This is just a favor between friends.
And
We've been through so much together.
my friend
Mazut.
isn't helping me succeed on the mission he wants me to go on for him.
This is This is your mission already. Were you not already going to go look for Gideon?
Can you take us to Tempe?
I cannot. I have not left this town. I think that if I set foot outside of the borders of Mazut, I would perish immediately.
Okay, so secondary question. If you say hired us and we were to go to this and fail and say perish ourselves, what would that do to your reputation? You summoned some local outsiders and essentially sent them to their death. Gave them nothing to help. We said, "Hey, there's the thing. Go find it."
Yeah,
Well,
and as far as we're concerned, you didn't give us that much information.
Putting my
don't know anything
name to yours and putting my story to yours, your quest to help rescue Gideon, puts me, of course, in danger. Much as the people that would be associating with you would be doing in addition. If you go and it is known that Ordo was the one that hired you, and you find yourselves in the pit, so to speak, of the Sunken Fangs, and they defeat you, they'll know that it was me that sent you, and then they'll come after me also. And then whether in the confines of the town or outside of it, I will have no future in Mochipa.
So what you're
Well-
saying is it benefits you to give us something to help us out.
That's what you're saying. What did you have in mind? What did you have?
If you give us something to assist, we won't tell anybody you were involved until after we succeed.
Would I have this item returned to me?
That depends. I can't guarantee the wellness of the item during an adventure.
It depends upon the item. If you're something like health potions, I would say probably not. If it's something that, I don't know, helps us fly, which I don't expect you to have, that's just throwing that out there, then I would say probably.
If we can keep it safe, we will, I guess.
This goes against every part of my merchant's ethics. You realize that giving you something for no payment is essentially like ripping out my own heart and serving it to you on a silver platter.
Yeah.
Thought
Think
the
of it-
payment was your sponsorship, helping your rep out.
You know, a lot of big time businesses, they give out a lot of money in order to try and get them ahead in the world, and sometimes it doesn't succeed.
Right? And
That's
they
called
fail
being
and
a
die.
businessman.
Well, it's not being a shrewd businessman. All right, what are you looking for?
What do you have that you think would help us in assailing a fort?
really couldn't say. I think you'd need something like a trebuchet, perhaps. I'm afraid I'm not carrying one at the moment.
Have you seen the fort?
I have not, and I am not exactly sure where it's located.
Do we have a map? I don't know if we're given one or if we're just going in blind.
No map of the town.
I don't have a map.
Porto, do you have a map?
But I don't. This is sort of a sprawling area. It's not very well planned or mapped.
Well, Ravi could always use more stealth.
That is true. If we're gonna stealthing all this stuff.
We could use more strength, maybe.
I don't know about strength.
I don't know what you have on you.
I'm not carrying strength. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking for.
Medical item.
Potions, wands, scrolls, something.
What's the most powerful item that you have in your bag?
It depends on how you would define power.
Something that goes big bada boom, or something that'll make everybody just fall asleep. Something powerful like that.
Do you have sneezing powder?
It's not how I would define power. I would have said that the most powerful item I have in my possession is my coin purse.
And your coin purse is gonna make everybody,
Give me
let's
your
say,
lunch money.
it's gonna make everybody pay attention to what you say and give us Gideon.
Do you have something that could incapacitate a large number of people, like, say, something to make them sleep, or something to make them vomit, or something to make them sneeze?
I wouldn't say I have anything like that. I'm not sure exactly what sort of merchant you all think I am. Do you think I'm some kind of wielder of magic items, that I might be a magician of sorts? Did I not remember when I said that I might perish if I ever left town?
Yeah, I remember that magic wand that you gave that little kid that was destroying the whole place because he thought it was a tool for playing. Yeah, things like that.
Well, so no longer of any use to anyone. All of the uses have been spent.
Okay, cool. But do you have any more of those type of stuff to help us out?
I could get you sort of lenses that you could put in front of your eyes to help block the light from the sun, make it easier to see in a very bright daytime.
He has offered you an umbrella in the desert.
Yeah.
What's your highest ticket item you have right now?
Highest ticket?
Yes, your highest price.
I could show you what I was trying to sell to those two young ladies before I was interrupted by your presence.
You're welcome.
Hey, you mean you started running away from us? Okay,
We
cool.
didn't
Show us.
You say, I have this lovely necklace. And it'll display a nice necklace that has many gems that are sort of embedded in it on this kind of like gold ring around.
Does it look legit?
It either looks beautiful or it doesn't, don't you think?
What does it do? Does it have any magical properties to it?
Oh, it's just lovely, don't you think?
Probably just a necklace.
Yeah.
Do you want to be pretty, Arvistan?
No, I'm okay.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic on him.
Oh, Robbie!
Now we're talking.
This guy
Let's
wants
go.
the right to all his privacy.
He's
Yeah.
coming in clutch
Extortion.
with all the spells wasted today.
You do detect magic in his bag.
Oh no!
Let's go.
So you have a couple of magic items in your bag. Maybe those could help?
You sure you don't want the sunglasses? They look great and they're practical.
I was born in the desert.
How much are the sunglasses?
She won't need them. Well, we're considering this a payment, of course. So I would give you the sunglasses, and then you would go in to rescue the hero Gideon, and then we would all return triumphantly
And
to the
apparently return these sunglasses.
adoration. Those you could keep if that's something that you're looking for.
I was looking to just
I
buy
think
the
they'd look
sunglasses outright and then have
fantastic on
something
you.
else for to actually help us on the thing. I don't think the sunglasses are going to do what we need them to do.
Oh, well, they're a very rare item, of course. I don't know how many pairs of these that you've seen out there in the world. I had to go through quite a lot to get them myself, so I think I might be able to part with them for as little as 10 gold pieces.
Whoa! that's steep.
Have I seen sunglasses before in Karenia?
No, but most people just wear a hat.
Have I seen sunglasses before?
Not in Korinia. Back in Tarsaria, they might have had a couple.
Yeah, they probably didn't care all that much. Eh.
I tell you what, as a show of good faith for you showing us the magic items, I will buy your sunglasses. How about that?
Oh, right.
Sorry, we don't mean to twist your arm.
Just say as long as you accept what I show to you.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not something we can use, we're not going to force you to give it to us. We are legitimately looking for something to help us save this man. And I will hand him the 10 gold and take the sunglasses.
I cast Zone of Truth.
What are you looking for? Just to cast that on him, so anything else he says has to be honest?
I just think it would be funny.
What do you really
Free to do
think
so
about
if you like.
Zorno?
Hey man, he's made 10 gold today off me, so he should be doing all right.
Right?
And I will put on the sunglasses.
I was gonna say, Dave, you're gonna have to fix the art of Robbie. I'm gonna have to have him always in those sunglasses.
Oh my god, that
Really
would
important to me.
that would be so great.
I want them to just be like sticks. Just sticks with like lenses tied to them in some way.
They're not great. I mean, it's not like a super stylish pair. They're very circular lenses,
Nice.
and they just got like an arch in between them, and then two little handles that go over your ears come over the sides.
Sick.
I'll admit, this is nicer than looking at the sun, or having the sun beat into my eyes.
I guess, but we're going into the forest. Whatever. It's fine.
Ordo will produce 3 different items in front of you. I'll say, I understand that there's some sort of magical property to all of these different things. I don't know exactly what it is for each of them. But I'd like you to make the decision now so that I can get back to work.
What do they look like?
One of them is a quiver with some arrows in it. It's got 6 arrows inside. Another one is a pair of boots. And the last one is a small necklace.
Can I detect the schools of magic on them with the concentrate spell?
All right, let's see. For that quiver with arrows, I'm not sure. Evocation, probably? It would be... Boots, I guess, would be like transmutation. And then the necklace would be evocation also.
Can I make Arcana checks to see if I can figure them out?
Sure. I'll have to make 3 separate ones, though. Let's try the arrows first.
Alright, the first one is a 13.
Okay. You don't know exactly what property the arrows have, but you can determine that the quiver is not magical. It's the arrows inside that have the magic.
Okay. Which one we're
Ooh.
rolling on next?
Try the boots.
Boots with the fur.
The boots is better. That's a 19.
Burn.
Okay. You think that if you were an exceptionally slow person, that the boots might help make you faster, and they're definitely good for jumping.
Right on. And the next item is the necklace, correct?
Yes.
That's going to be a no. That is a 2.
You have no idea what the necklace does.
All right, Robbie. What do you think?
I have no idea what the necklace is. If somebody else wants to take a shot at it, go ahead. I can tell you that the quiver is not enchanted. It's the arrows that are enchanted, which means that that's limited to whatever. The boots would be my choice. I think they make you faster, but admittedly, that's still kind of a guess. If either one of you want to take a shot at the necklace.
Let's see if I should take a shot at the necklace. Nope. I should not. Crib.
What am I doing? What's up? I'm looking at a necklace.
Oh, cool.
How much for the quiver with the arrows?
Are you looking to pay for it?
I'm just wondering what price do you have on those?
The magical arrow is very valuable.
Now he knows they're magical.
Something that you won't find just anywhere. I don't know if you've ever encountered something like this before in your life, or that you might ever again. So this would be your one opportunity to get arrows such as these. I would have to charge at least 50 gold pieces per arrow.
How many arrows do you have in there?
There are 6.
You can
And
pay
do
for
you
that.
And do you know what type of enchantment it has?
I have no idea.
Nope.
That doesn't help. But
You
I'll
should.
think about it, though. I'll think about it.
What if each arrow teleports you to safety?
It would probably only work on the user and not everybody else, so it's It would be awesome.
Good.
It would be awesome if it would teleport all of us at the same
What
time.
if they lit on fire when you shot them?
I already have crit for that to put my arrows on fire.
Fine. What about
Could be electricity or
what
ice.
about
That would be
super
pretty cool.
poisoned? Instant
Poison.
death.
I don't know. That sounds pretty interesting. And for poison, I could get you to put some poison on my arrows as well. So
What?
don't you have your like poisonous breath thingy that you do?
That's not really going to be able to be applied.
No, it
to
doesn't.
anything.
Ah, damn it!
Oh,
I thought it would. Damn it!
hit on arrows. No.
Which one would you like as payment? This is, of course, me hiring you to search for Gideon.
I rolled a 12 plus something to look at the necklace. I forgot what I was using to look. I'm sorry. My medits wore off and I can't remember anything.
Arcana.
Arcana says a 14.
Okay.
I
You
don't know
think
that-
that the necklace will allow you to cast a spell? It's kind of the best that you're able to determine from it. You're not sure exactly how it does that.
Sick.
That sounds like the most interesting thing in there.
I think we should
Besides
take
the
the,
boot.
yes, I think we should take the boots.
I'm down for boots.
The boots, please, sir.
All right, very well, take them. I'll just retrieve these other items and place them back in my pack. It's a pleasure doing business with you. I'm glad to have hired such intrepid diplomats, you said you were?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, I hope diplomacy serves you well against the Sunken Fangs.
I will point to my mace, in case things don't go so well diplomatically with the Sunken Fangs.
Yes, that's the Karenian way, I believe.
Yep.
Well,
If there is nothing else, I do have word to spread of the foreigners I've brought to save the constable.
ooh, okay.
You sure do. Good luck.
I hope all goes well.
He'll start to scuttle off back to where all the merchant stalls are. The boots require attunement for whoever's going to wear them.
Robbie, that's my option.
Well, I guess it
Faster,
depends.
jump higher.
I mean, if we're looking for me to be able to keep up with the group better, that's probably the right call. If we're looking for somebody to stealth around, I mean, granted, Kriv's the best at that. They have the ability to transform into a spider, but Hazarte or you would be better to actually scout with them.
How long would it take for it to attune to ourselves?
It takes 10 minutes of uninterrupted time.
So technically like a short rest, right?
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what we're gonna do, we could just pass it around, right?
Well, only one person can attune to it. Once it's attuned to another person, the first person loses theirs.
All right, give them to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to put these ugly shoes on.
They're not great. Okay, no, Ordo did not have the location of the hideout. He says that most people in town know where it is and where all of those where Gideon's been taken. But he's not aware. He's still fairly new to the area.
Okay. Well, we probably should have asked him where the official building is anyway.
I mean, that we can probably find. That we can probably just ask a local for.
All right.
So what's the plan?
I think asking around to find out where the official government buildings are is the first step.
Okay, so let's phrase that question specifically. So what question do we want to ask to a local person in Mazut?
We are some diplomats from Karenia, and we're looking to get in touch with whoever's in charge here. If you have any directions, I'd most appreciate it.
All right,
Perhaps
Bobby,
quarters.
give us an investigation check. Find someone that will help you with that.
12.
Okay, you at least get pointed in the right direction. If not, having somebody actually tell you exactly which building to look for. So you have to stumble around a little bit, and it's going to take at least those 10 minutes, which will be enough time for Hajite to attune to the boots. These are called boots of striding and springing. They let you move up to 30 feet per turn if you had any less, but I think everybody here was able to already do that, so you have the same speed, but you can now jump 3 times the distance that you could before.
Oh, sick.
It's like my long jump, long strider stuff. Spell.
Jump. Like there's a spell called jump. That's kind of like that. But yes, you'll wander long enough that you'll eventually find the building that has the most guards around it. Seems to be an indication of the sort of place that you're looking for.
I will look at Hazote. She is attuning, or French tuning. So do you want to lead? Oh, fearless leader?
Okay. All right, fine. Every time. This is the theme.
We all have our skills. Mine is not talking to nobles.
Yeah. I guess I'll walk on in.
Money's not talking at all.
There'll be an Omni guard behind a desk just inside the entrance of the building. Sort of like a big, hairy, like buffalo bison type guy. He's looking at papers and stuff in front of him, not really paying attention to you as you enter.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, we are diplomats from Karenia. We were looking for an aid to get us where we are going, but unfortunately, we were sort of left behind, and our aid isn't here anymore. Are there places that you think we should perhaps avoid? At least?
Karenian.
Yeah.
Nobody's helping you, right?
Mm. Assumedly, no.
Avoid everywhere.
Everywhere. What does that mean?
Jungle's too rough for you. Town's too rough for you. Get on a ship, go home.
Well, it was a bit of a rough journey, and I do believe we have to complete our diplomatic mission. So I would appreciate just a little bit of advice.
You need to take the river. But you probably won't know how to get past everything.
Nope.
And you'll die on the river.
Maybe. We were told there were some dangerous areas near town.
Yeah.
Are there any particular areas that might be extremely dangerous? Perhaps have threatening people. We have those areas in Karenia as well.
Like what?
Crime?
You want to avoid crime?
It's the preference.
Just head right for the gate. Northwest of town. Get you out toward the river.
Well, if we're going to die at the river, are there at least any like really strong people we could pick up? I don't know. If you're that afraid of us dying, maybe.
Not afraid of you dying. Just want you to know.
Well, what's this about a gang in town then, if you're not interested in talking?
None of your business.
I'd rather avoid them.
And leave and get out of town.
I'm working on it.
Listen. If you're trying not to run afoul of the sunken fangs, you shouldn't be asking questions about them. That's some real advice for you.
I didn't know anything about sunken fangs, you said?
Of course you didn't. Better that way.
Is there some sort of area in particular they would be?
Why don't you spit it out?
I want to know where their base is.
What for?
I'm looking to get myself killed. And that's the honest truth.
Why should I tell you where that gang is holed up?
I mean, it'll take away your problems of dealing with that gang if we take care of it. If not, you don't lose anything and you never saw us.
Tell you what. Before I put my neck on the line, how about I tell you one thing and you get out of here?
I need to know how to get there.
That's too much. If I tell you that, they'll come after me. If they don't come after me, they'll come after somebody I know. If they don't come after somebody I know, they'll come after somebody I know's mother. And if they don't come after her, they'll come after her sister. You understand me?
How will they know that it was you that told us?
They're listening all the time.
What would you be able to do? It's an extremely serious matter. We wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't important.
Well, I can tell you that our captain was investigating an older part of town. Last time we heard from him.
Ah, older part of town. Kriv here. They're really interested in learning about old things.
Yep.
I want a history lesson.
I'm sure they'd love to know where this older part of town might be.
Well, the buildings are a lot more run down over there. Usually don't get masons out to take care of them anymore. And some of them are in disrepair. So, not a safe place to be, of course. Never know when the roof might cave in.
Still might be some interesting sights to see. I mean, as Karenians, we wouldn't know.
Well, I don't think it's the best idea to go out on a history tour without a guide, as you say you are. Gideon did know the most about the town. It'd be a nice place for him to give a tour.
Gideon sounds like an intelligent person.
Not as intelligent as you'd hope.
I take it he's not around to be able to give us any sort of assistance?
Well, he could show you around the old part of Mazut. You know, the northeast. If he was still around.
Well,
But
that's a shame.
he done something stupid and got himself in the wrong place.
Well, that's a shame. I'm sure you're much too busy to be able to help us with something like this, so
Well, we got crime around here and gotta look after it.
I completely understand.
Just got a report a few minutes ago about somebody messing with the fruit merchant.
A fruit merchant? Why would anyone do that?
Don't know. They don't carry much money. Really anything of that much value.
I mean, it's just fruit.
Could be foreigners sticking their fingers in the places they don't belong.
I wouldn't know. Well, thank you for your efforts anyway.
Whatever.
And I'm gonna walk out. Friends?
Well, I suppose there's two different ways to go about it. We can head out now. We can wait till the morning, go out at full strength. Kriv,
Yeah.
could you use your bird friend to fly around the area, see if there's anything noteworthy?
Sounds like a good idea. Just thinking we should get our bearings somehow. I don't know if maps are a thing or
We could draw our own.
we can wing it.
God.
I think that'd be a good start, though. I will summon a bird.
And while you're at it as well, see if you can find somewhere that we could spend the night at.
I don't think I would know what like an inn looks like from the top.
Yeah, I
Do you mean
guess.
camping?
No, more like somewhere that we could stay in, like an inn or something like that.
Why don't you look around for that?
No, not an inn. Just an
Other
inn.
more important stuff.
Like a bar with rooms on it or something like that. I don't know, something.
You look for that. I'm gonna be a bird looking straight down.
Yeah, we can just ask around town. I don't think there's anything against them telling us if there's an inn available.
Get your own bird, Arvistan.
We've camped a million times. It's fine.
Yeah, do you want to camp in a place that we've never been before, away from where we normally come from?
They won't
That's-
let you camp in town.
That's like our whole deal.
Yeah, I think that's all we've ever done, aside from when I've been in Karenia.
What are you saying?
You guys argue about beds. I'm gonna summon a hawk.
All
Okay,
right.
we'll make sure you don't die.
She's gonna like sit down.
Wispy magical hawk will appear for Kriv. And you're going to have that hawk fly up and look through its eyes, I'm assuming?
Yes, I intend to. I don't know that I have enough bearings to really know what northeast means from where we are.
Got the sun.
That's true. Try to. I don't know how much I can ask with this. I guess my goal would be to look that way to see if I do see, like, older town. I feel like that would be fairly visible from up above, and then otherwise, just a little, not going too far, but, like, I guess looking for where the tree line is, or landmarks, or just nearby, not.
So you'll fly up. Give us a hawk perception check.
Okay. Ah, that's right. I have advantage. That's why I picked hawk. Perception is still a brain one, isn't it?
It's
Or is that
eyes.
That's a wild shape thing. What am I even thinking? Hawk.
Yeah, it's a wisdom.
21.
21. Okay. You could get an eye around the whole town of Mazut. It's not as big as something like Karenia. It's even smaller than like something like New Sanctum even was. But it's pretty densely packed with housing all over the place. A lot of people walking around. If you look off in the direction of the northeast, which the coast is along the east side of town, so that's a pretty clear indication of which side east is on. The northeastern section is kind of, you can see there's a walled off portion of it. Where it looked like there were old walls for where the town used to be of a certain size, and that the gates that lead into that portion of town are all clogged up with boxes or newly created walls or piles of rubble. So it makes an entirely enclosed area. Inside of there, you can see most of the buildings are kind of wrecked and ruined. With the 21, you can even see that there are little sort of like makeshift shelters on top of some of the buildings that have wooden walkways in between them that stretch across between the tops of two buildings. and they have windows and doors inside of them, and you can see that there are patrols walking in between those different ramshackle ceiling mounts, and they're all holding big bows. As you look down, you see actually quite a few people milling about in there. The one thing that you think unites them in an interesting way is that they're all UNT, snake people.
Huh. Is it pushing to ask if I see, like, a way in? Like, are the walls super tall? Is it just...
They're tall enough that you'd have to use, you need something interesting to get over them. Some kind of technique. You won't be able to just kind of climb it as people are, but you, of course, have spider forms. Hajite now has boots that allow her to jump really high.
Convenient.
So you'd need some sort of extra way to get over the walls. But yeah, there's no easy entry point.
Okay. Okay. Then
Is Arvistan looking for an inn right now?
No, I was just.
No, he's not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
I would look for an inn if I see that Archer's just standing there, like looking back and forth. I would go ask around for an inn.
He's looking at his quiver full of nothing arrows, just like.
wants to cause problems, not solutions today.
Super mild tantrum today.
Okay, Kriv. Is there anything else you want to do with your hawk familiar? I'd also tell you, I mean, not that it's something super specific that you're able to see, but the jungle is, right next to the other edge of town, and it goes all the way around. The canopy there is pretty thick, so you can't really see through the leaves on top to see what it looks like below. But you know that there is a river there, and from high up you can kind of see that there are other rivers that you're in, sort of like a dry delta area. A lot of different tributaries all come to the coast in this spot. On either side of the town, white sand beaches.
And I guess go ahead, bring the hawk back to me. I don't know that I'll do anything again, but I can just keep it like with me till it goes away, right?
Probably, yeah. Just a little familiar.
As like a little friend for a little bit.
Sure.
And try to maybe sketch out a little bit of like what I saw as like a rough, probably disproportionate map, like just a little bit.
Got a sense of the direction that you need to head into, and sort of the general area that part of town that you noted occupies within the town as a whole.
Did I see any cool animals?
Cool animals, no. You didn't really see any animals at all from up there.
Are there animals running around like the town, or is it just like people?
It's pretty much people, other than the animals that you brought with you.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's not. This is not the town for livestock or things like that. So.
I was just thinking like rats or something.
Oh.
I don't know.
You didn't see any rats in your hawk form. If you want to go looking for rats, you probably would find some. It's a dense enough town.
I just meant like as we're walking around, there's just, like in movies and musicals where there's just like animals running around for flavor.
About yay big mosquitoes.
Oh, don't like that.
Not a lot of them.
So if we're wandering around with these giant animals, we're looking real conspicuous, huh?
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, that's the usual too, so that's fine.
Ghost is panting quite a bit also. It's very warm for a big draft horse. He's got a lot of thick fur, like a thick hide, so he's not really built for... Keep taking him to super hot places and
Yeah, poor guy.
Sorry, Ghost. Can we cool him down?
Give him some water.
Just take it. You can take it to the water, to the ocean, have him trounce around a little bit in there. I mean, it's not that hot. He's just a little overheated. It's gonna get that hot soon, but on the coast, he's all right.
Don't let him drink the water.
Full of larvae.
My dog's always tried to drink the water. They're stupid.
Criv, you got any notes for the people?
What?
Anything you want to share with the group? I know
Oh.
you were writing down your map, but
Yeah. Whoever's still there and hasn't wandered off, I guess. Because I did plan on just sitting, because I mean, I don't think...
Robbie's going to have to do a little investigation to find an inn, but I don't think anyone else has left at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I found, I think, where the old part of town is. It's definitely older looking. Stuff's kind of falling apart, but they've got, like, added structures, like, on top that they have, like, archers. Surveying, patrolling, is the word I was And there's a big wall around it that, I don't think we could get in sneakily without some added, investigating or thinking, I guess. I don't know. It's just a big wall.
Did you see anything interesting about the archers? Like that they might be able to, like, have extra skills, I guess?
Well, they were all young. Wow, I didn't think I would have issues saying that word, but then the second I tried to say it out loud, my brain quit. Yuan-ti? Why does that not work? Yuan-ti?
You want tea?
Yeah, like, everyone that I saw,
Interesting.
it wasn't, sparsely populated. I don't think it's quite as bustling as on this side of the wall here, but not nothing over there.
Well, great. We can just walk right in.
I mean, you maybe could.
Something to think about. If they
Yeah.
look particularly different from me, they had to have, right?
I mean, I don't think I saw any in heels.
Ah! I meant sand colored. Sand colored.
She's wearing boots.
Now,
They're
as of 10 minutes ago.
definitely they're not desert snakes. They're jungle snakes.
So bright.
What, I was gonna say, what color does that mean?
Green.
Green?
Yeah, a lot of green and sort of like brown, like leaf pattern type, like
That's
a
it.
like a gaboon viper type thing.
I'm meeting more snakes. Well, I'm exhausted. And I want some home cooked food. Arvistown. Hey,
Hey.
I need you to cook something that isn't jerky from a boat.
I mean, we ain't got nothing to kill around here, so it's gonna be a little bit hard.
There's stores, I'm sure, with food, though.
Do you trust the food in here, though?
What?
We just ate some.
I just drank from a fruit.
We drank the fruit, but the little thingy that you ate, you said that it tasted like metal. I don't know about that.
I thought you left home to go learn how to cook stuff. Like, different stuff.
Yes.
Get it
What's the
together.
different
We're
stuff
But
you were going for, if not this?
I
We're gonna
mean,
drink the
a
fruit.
metal flavor, that's something I'm not looking forward to, and that makes me wonder about this place food.
One thing has discouraged you.
Let's
Yes,
go.
That's
always.
50% of what we've tried, and that's two things.
It's always, hey, my mind is not well, okay? Remember, I got half a body of a tree.
So you're
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
use it forever.
We'll find something around here.
Yeah.
Something that looks appetizing, so I can cook something for you guys.
You're gonna hold that against us. You're just gonna be like wandering spare firewood.
Are you okay, dude?
No.
So I know we've all been having a time of it, but you can just tell us if you don't want to cook today. that's like your goal though, and we're trying to support you as friends.
Yeah. We're supporting as friends.
Is there anything around that in like stores or anything that they're selling?
They're all
Any
over the
type of
place.
meats?
Mostly fruit vendors.
Meat. Meat. Meat.
If you're looking for meat, you're going to have to do an investigation, which I did have Ravi do. So, Ravi, did you make an investigation check to find an inn for us?
Oh, that was a little better. That was a 16.
Okay, you could find somewhere to stay. A very small, simple inn. It's a single floor, and it's built around a courtyard. So, nice little stone courtyard with trees growing in the middle of it, and little rooms coming off on all the different sides.
How much would it cost for 4 rooms?
8 gold.
Okay. I'll tell them that I'll tell the innkeeper that I will converse with the party and come back.
They're really upping our prices. They see us a mile away. They're like Karenians.
They got money. They're dressed all fancy. Look at that dude's armor. He got money.
You said investigation?
Yeah.
Investigation, that is +1. That'll be 14.
All right. You can find a butcher, but they have butchered local animal fare. It's a little bit different than some of the stuff that people were eating in Karenia. And different from the stuff that you ate growing up, which was mostly fish-based.
And the odd moose that jumped into the ocean and got eaten by an orca.
You can always head over to the coast, closer to the water, and just go to the fish market and get fish if you wanted. But that's not really expanding your horizons at this point.
I don't
Yeah,
want to.
exactly.
Most of the animals at this butcher are constrictor snakes and monkeys.
How much for snakes?
You could get 1 snake for a gold piece, a nice big boa constrictor.
I mean, would that be enough for everybody?
Should be.
Okay. So, how much for that? And let's see, what else? I
Get
mean, we
monkeys.
have everything else. We have everything else here. Like
Get
with all
monkeys.
we have everything else. If you want monkey, you get it and you cook it.
They're already skinned and hanging right now, so you're not going to have to kill the monkey or anything.
All right, I'll get. I guess we're fisting tonight. I'll get monkey as well.
Okay, what kind do you want? Because we've got like big gaboons, like with big long arms, and it'll be 2 gold pieces to get one of those.
How much more for like the fatty part, like belly and all that stuff?
Oh, there's no. We really don't have any fatty monkeys. They're pretty trim.
I think he's talking like the whole monkey.
Yeah, you're getting like a big old monkey, like.
Oh, the whole monkey, not pieces
Yeah.
of it? Okay.
Oh no, you're getting the whole snake too.
Oh no, I'm okay with the whole snake.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the monkey. Okay.
So you can get 2 gold pieces. Will get you like one big monkey with big long arms, or you could get like a bunch of tamarins, like kind of like Cornish hens. You can get,
No, I'll take the long arms one.
okay.
No. No.
So that'll be 3 gold pieces for
Oh,
everyone,
Yeah.
right?
That gets you a big snake and a big monkey.
Do you know how big a boa constrictor is? Have you ever held one?
It's not a huge one. There's not like a fully grown. Just get what they can get. This one would probably be about 4 feet long. The one that Arvistan's getting, still pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like I said, we're eating a giant feast tonight.
That's what I was saying. Cannibalism.
Yeah, you asked for meat and he found the meat that most closely resembles you.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, get monkey.
Really, Crib's the only one that's far away from Snake and Monkey. So
Yep.
You okay with monkey, Robbie?
Sure.
Cribs had to deal with eating
Monkey,
chicken
snake,
though, which is kind of
whatever.
close.
Whatever. At this point, I don't care.
Something that isn't old, dried, salted meat sounds delicious. Oh, I did find us a place to stay. It's a couple of gold apiece, but it's super nice.
Ugh.
I'm
If,
okay with
if you
that.
see the courtyard of this place, I think it'll be right up your alley, Hazard. Like, it seems like a place someone fancy would stay.
All right. I was beginning to think this was a really expensive vacation.
I don't
Well-
think I can remember the last time we slept, like, in rooms. Like, with doors and, like, space
You didn't
True.
love the hammock?
that we shared with all of us and all of our animals.
Or the temple full of people.
Yeah.
Or in my case, the other temple full of people.
I'm sorry, how much gold per room?
2.
Are we all getting separate rooms?
Yes.
I was thinking about it, like,
That'd be nice.
yeah, first time I've slept in a bed by myself for a long, long time.
At least a year.
I'd say that the
probably
8
several.
gold, the 8 gold for tonight for your group would include boarding for your animals also. But if you're going to start, like doubling up on rooms or something, they'll charge you for that. So it's gotten thrown in because we're spending up to 8 gold for one night. But if we were spending 4 for 2 rooms, then they'd probably toss another couple in.
Luna's.
No way, I want my own room.
Yeah, Luna's sleeping with me in my room. She's not on the step or anything like that.
Chell cannot come in like that.
Here you go, Robbie. Here's the 2 gold for my room.
I was saying, how do you want to prepare that food?
All right, I'm gonna turn the monkey into a monkey stew, and
Ooh.
gonna make rice.
Mm.
And the boa constrictor, I'm gonna turn it into nuggets.
Nuggets!
Nuggets.
Yes, I'm gonna do nuggets out of them.
I would like to get another 2 gold pieces from you to gather the rest of the ingredients that you'll need, including the rice. If you're going to bread those nuggets, you'll need like oil and flour and things like
I
that.
mean, don't we have all of that from what we got from Karenia for our travels and stuff like that?
That was more
Rice
for.
and basic or stuff like that.
I mean,
Sure.
some basic things you'll have from that, but to
Okay.
create nuggets is a little bit beyond basic.
All right,
Have you just been carrying
golds.
sacks of rice?
all right, 2 golds. Here you go.
And then I'll have you make a survival check
Survival.
to cook it up. I figure, right? Eating's like surviving.
Yeah.
That's high. Survival. How much is my survival? +4. All right, that'll be 22.
Okay. So Arbistan will put together his monkey stew and snake nuggets. I'm assuming that you shared with everyone the type
Yes.
of meat that you're using.
Yes.
So everybody knows that they're eating snakes and monkey. Does anyone have any qualms with any of that? Or are you just willing to chow down?
I don't know. I'll just chow down.
I have raw bunny.
Then yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. Did you try to use any of the local seasoning or anything, Arvistan? Or are you trying to just prepare this the way that you would normally prepare food?
Well, honestly, I didn't make a check for like what type of seasoning they had around or anything like that. I just got the meat. So
Okay,
yeah, I
so
just
at
cooked.
least we're using different ingredient. The
Yes,
meat is a different thing, but you're
exactly.
preparing it in a way that everybody would be familiar with.
Yes.
Right. So it's not. It doesn't taste like anything extraordinary, like a big jump in food for anyone. The meat itself is a little bit different, but since it's all prepared in a way that everybody would be familiar with, it's not too jarring.
Alrighty.
We're in a foreign place. You're not going to use any of the common seasonings?
I'm tired right now, but for our next meal, I'll do more a more thorough investigation on what they have around here, and yeah, well, we'll prepare another feast afterwards.
Maybe not snake next time.
Why not? You don't like it?
I don't really like knowing what I taste like. Not really. It creeps me out a little.
You got to try it though.
I've tried it and done.
Okay. Did you like it? Honest answer, even though it's your species.
It's not really.
Not really your species, but similar.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed
Delicious.
to know.
Creepy.
I
All right.
promise that if you should die, we will not cook and eat you.
That's a
Oh,
promise
please do so.
That's a promise you can
Okay.
keep.
Unless you're
she
gonna summon me back, don't waste my corpse.
You don't like a.
she wanted my skull, so well, why shouldn't I cook her?
I said I wouldn't let her take your skull. So if she didn't want to be cooked, I wouldn't let you cook her. It's only
Okay,
fair.
okay,
Since you brought
that's
it up,
okay.
I've had some time to think about this. I know before I said I was just not going to die, so it didn't matter. But now I think if I do die and I can't come back, take whatever you can use, burn the rest. That's all I care about, I think.
Whatever
All
I
right.
can use.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
Suspicious, but I'll be dead, so I don't think it matters.
That's basically saying take my skull, right?
Pretty much, that's what I expected. They also were selling my skin earlier, so
I'll,
maybe marinate.
that was what I was about to say.
No,
I
yeah.
I
You know
called
what
dibs on the
money you
scales.
could make?
I called dibs on the scales.
Very interesting way to put together a will. Most people don't list all their body parts.
I don't have any value. You can't even bring me back.
Yeah, I mean that's why
So hi
you don't
sometimes.
need anything from me. So just burn me, and nobody has anything from me. We're good with that.
Yeah, you can take my stuff. Make sure my pendant gets to Father Gregor and burn the rest.
Can I have your skull?
No, that's too much.
He almost said yes.
You
I
thought
felt
about
it
it.
in his heart.
Criff,
You-
if I die before you, like I already did once, Luna can stay with you.
I'm honored.
I'm just
If
saying.
If I die before you, you can have your dagger back.
Robin, you wouldn't be undead. I would just be talking to you dead. I'm just saying.
That doesn't feel much better. Not gonna
I'm
lie.
not animating a corpse. Wait, you're okay with that?
No, I want my body burned.
Now I wonder, with all this food that we just ate that is new in some sort of way, is this the food making us talk of our death wheels and everything like that?
Are you saying you poisoned our own food for us to talk about death?
No, my stones, my weird drug stones that I was gonna cook up and mix up with food and give to you guys to see your reaction, it was thrown out the table a long time ago.
It's too bad. Too bad you lost your drugs.
Armstead, you can just ask people if they want to do drugs. You don't have to sneak it into their food.
Where's the fun in that?
Robin did drugs with me.
It's true.
He almost did it twice.
as I'm thinking this through in my head, I should probably learn to say no. And who's, hey, do you want to try something?
With that said, you guys have a good night. I'm going to my room and I'm gonna sleep. I'm tired. Bye. Let's go, Luna.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's been a long time since I had a room of my own. You all take care of yourselves. If, I don't know, if weird gang people show up, just yell.
Wait, guys. I need a spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll help.
Real quick.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Kriv. Can you
Yes.
help me out?
Yes.
I would like inflict wounds again.
Ah, so I think you need 2 people, do you?
I think. Let me check. Inflict wounds. No, I only need 1.
Only 1. Is that going to be Kriv then?
Whoever wants to hang out.
See nowadays.
I mean, Robbie was the one saying he was going to bed. I felt like I was in a rush to get him.
I can help. I need more material of people seeing that your girlfriend killed them.
What?
'Cause you keep lying about it.
She hasn't even come to Mochipa. You don't know.
You don't know either.
Yeah. So? Anyway, it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be a fish shaman again. I don't know.
Out of curiosity, were there other, like, Yuan-Ti wandering around, like, this side of town?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I mean, you've seen... it's not an uncommon sight. You saw them back in Karenia, even. Just this kind of people that are around every so often. All right. So we need to perform a ritual with a skull to summon a spirit to help you have this spell. Which skull are you going to use?
Gotta go OG Goblin Skull.
Okay. It's Hobgoblin, just so
Hobgoblin
clear.
Skull. I'm so sorry. You're right. That was racist of me.
You gotta hold up your skull.
My skull?
Yeah.
I set him down. Where'd he go?
How
Kitty,
to
where's my
tell
skull?
Lost her skull. Unbelievable.
There he is. There he is. I found him.
Perfect.
Chris said, you have one within arm's reach. Like, you got
Okay.
He's so cute.
We do need to hold hands for the ritual to work properly.
There's no way for me to do this.
So I just, like,
You can do one hand and hold the skull with the other
reach down.
hand. All right. So you start the ritual. You see the hobgoblin skull start to shimmer and shake and rise up. And before the figure in front of you fully takes form, you could hear the sound of its spurs jingling as it steps forward.
No way!
I'll say, well, howdy, little lady.
Ray!
And now it's fancy meeting you out this way.
Oh, we're out in Mochipa. You're all the way out here.
I've been everywhere.
That's very cool. You haven't been to, like, Talfell, right?
Of course.
Really?
Absolutely.
Do you have advice about Talfell? Because we need to get there.
Are you thinking of heading up to the frozen wastes, are you?
Well, yeah. Gotta stop here first and then head up north.
I haven't been there in a long time. Not much to see anymore.
Anymore? What was there to see before?
It used to be a pretty nice place.
We were told that if we needed power or assistance, that's a place we could check out.
Yeah, I do suppose there might be something there for you, if you're enterprising enough. You gotta have a little power to get some, though.
You don't think we're what exactly do you mean?
Well, it's not an easy place to get to anymore, is it?
Doesn't seem like it. And our sailor doesn't want to see even one iceberg, so
Well, you're gonna run into a few of them.
I would imagine. What brought you to Mochipa?
Oh, it's been a long time since I came through this way. I was looking for help, if I could be honest.
With what?
Oh, I had myself a little problem I was trying to take care of. I didn't think I could handle it on my own. Yeah, and they're supposed to have some pretty strong warriors out this way. So I thought I'd tap one of them, see if they can give me something.
I can't imagine what you would have such a problem with.
Well, it's old business. Not anything to worry about now.
I don't know. I find you fascinating.
Well, thank you kindly. Feel the same way if I'm being 100% truthful with you.
No, you're very flattering.
I know I wish we could spend more time together.
It's a shame. It's only this ritualistic hour, really.
It is a shame. No, if only there was some way we could get around that.
I'm looking. We'll see.
Well, keep your eyes open. You never know.
I got to talk to you for the first time through my hobgoblin skull. That's pretty fun. I'm sure there's other ways.
Well, I know there are. But you're not here to ask about that now, are you?
No.
No, of course not.
Though I do like hearing from you. I'm quite shocked. The last time I was rather surprised by the person I got to meet.
Yeah, there's a lot of people wandering around on this side of the veil, of course.
Kiki? I'm sorry. She was sharpening her claws on the carpet. Yes, I was actually looking for a spell, of course.
Right. Which one was it you needed?
I was interested in inflict wounds. We're heading out to sea. The equivalent of a gang,
Oh, expecting casualties, are you?
unfortunately.
Fresh bodies, then?
Maybe fresh skulls.
That's possible. I would tell you that sometimes they're worth a little more when they're still attached.
What do you mean, like a corpse?
Yeah, just food for thought.
To do what with?
All or any manner of things.
Necromancy is very interesting, I'm learning.
I hope you learn a lot more. I'm
too.
willing to help you with anything you need.
All right.
And as a matter of fact, while we're speaking of, that spell you were looking for. And he'll impart to you the knowledge of inflict wounds once again. And then he'll tip his hat to you and turn and walk away. You'll hear his spurs jingle a little bit, and then the skull will drop.
That's awesome.
The drama. Clickety clack.
Mazut, why is it every time I'm alone in a room with you and someone else. There's discussion of profiting off of dead people
I don't.
and flirting.
You know. Oh, the irony is very lost.
What did you do before we met you? This is your
What?
world now.
What do you mean?
I thought you were just like civilian. But I don't. This is different than what I thought.
I mean, you're not very similar to what you once were either, you know.
How would I know?
I don't know. Anyway, let's go to bed.
I'm going some spider webs.
Ew. Did you eat bacon?
Baboon bacon.
Kriv will get a little
Yes.
finger full of spider web from the spider fruit.
Yes,
Head
I
off
have
to
a
bed.
plan. Yeah, well, hold on a second there, Dave.
Okay.
So I do want to eat the spider webs and just kind of like poke at the fruit out of like, why not?
Sure.
But then, then I am gonna take the basket that I've been holding since like the beginning of this that used to have centipedes in it, and
Okay.
I would like to keep the spiders.
Keep the spiders.
I would like to keep the spiders.
They will not fill the basket, but you can keep them in there. There just aren't enough to fill it all the way.
I don't need it filled. I just want to contain them and keep them.
All right.
A full basket of spiders.
I only need a few. Just want some.
I mean, you can't get all of them because they're quick, and they're not trying to be in the basket. So you try to dump the fruit to try to get as many of them into that basket as you can. You'd probably get at least a dozen
That's
spiders
fine.
there.
Only roughly 3 or so, and I'm good and I'm happy. So
All right, you've got a little basket of a dozen spiders.
sweet,
Spider fruit spiders specifically.
sweet. Are they like spooky looking?
They look like kind of like the fruit that's inside, which kind of looks like rotten meat.
I don't like that.
They got kind of like a brownish reddish, with like tinges of green and purple.
Gonna be honest, I'm very tempted to try to grow a flower out of this weird fruit to get how to say another meat flower.
The fruit itself is not rotten meat, but it just kind of has the look and smell of it.
I feel like that's enough.
That's not great. Then is it off to bed?
I mean, probably the typical journaling, whatever. Maybe check the weather, but yeah,
All right,
the
yeah.
usual.
And when Kriv is journaling, do they lay on the bed with their feet kicked up in the air and kick them back and forth as they're writing down?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And they do one of those things like,
Yeah.
Somehow use Druidcraft or something to make it look like metallic pens, like gel pens. Color the ink a little bit
wow.
for funsies.
Perfect.
Gel pens.
All right. And then Hajite going to bed also?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone
I
can
will
have
take a shower if it's offered.
a shower?
Yeah.
You can have
If
a bath.
it's available.
They've got a tub for you.
That's even better.
All right. Well, someone's got to fill it. Are you willing to wait for that?
No. I had to think about it. Come on, next time.
Okay. Everyone can have an uninterrupted night of full rest on a stuffed bed, stuffed with cotton and feathers. colorful feathers, really. Sort of like red and blue and yellow, brightly colored feathers inside. And it's a wonderful night's sleep, better than you've had in months. Some of you ever. And you wake up in the morning, early morning, fully rested. There's the crowing of peacocks that wakes you up.
Peacocks, you say?
Yeah.
Sweet. I want to look at them out the window so I can turn into peacocks.
I'm going to say technically peacocks can't fly, but we're going to count them as having a flying speed, so we're going to have to wait to be able to turn into one.
That's fair. I don't know in what situation I would need to be a flying peacock. I just want to look at every animal I can.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Kriv will be first out of the room, rushing out and looking up at the rooftops everywhere, hunting for the source of that sound. Everyone else will stumble out not long afterward.
There's like a feather on the ground. I want one.
They haven't gotten that close, unfortunately.
It is.
We got up for this.
I got up for this.
I just feel great having slept and not on like a wooden ship or a hay or the ground. So that's nice.
Or any of the other stupid nonsense we've had to deal with.
Yeah, you know how many horses were in my room? None.
It's awesome.
All right, what's the plan for today?
We're gonna have a good day.
So do we want to try to sneak into this place or just I don't know. Anybody got any other plan?
So remember how we said sneaking's a good idea and gave me the boots in order to jump and maybe sneak in?
I also have a potion of invisibility. That sounds helpful.
I'll ask this question. We have the inn here that has a place, sort of a kind of a quote-unquote home base, at least for the moment. Do you want to bring your horse and your bird and your wolf and everything with you while you're doing this?
I want to bring the bird.
I heard two things. I did hear that Hajite wants to bring the bird, but I didn't hear what Kriv said.
I don't think we should bring the horse.
Okay.
Are you saying he will not be helpful to us?
Yeah, Luna's gonna come with. Ghost can just stay in the stables and not like fry or die of heat.
Okay.
We don't hate that horse. He's a perfect horse. He's
the horsest of horse.
He's the horse of horse.
Just not great for jumping over walls and infiltrating gang hideouts.
He's also really scared all the time. So, because of me specifically, I'm sorry.
So we're bringing everyone, leaving Ghost behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you going to set out immediately, or did you have anything else that you wanted to take care of before trying to find this place?
I didn't have anything I wanted to do.
You all think I should just try and walk in and be really distracting? Just curious. We don't have to do that.
I have no idea.
If we need a distraction, I can maybe help with that. I think we should have at least half of a plan before anyone heads in.
You could be a sea lion.
I can be things.
That would be very distracting. Whole sea lion.
Yeah, there's that. Or
You could do a beeline and then feather fall right into the middle. You could just leap in, turn into a sea lion, and land very gently.
or hear me out. We could have a distraction that isn't me who could get just attacked.
I guess.
I mean, Hazuta, you probably are the best distraction because you are the less likely to be attacked on sight, I would think.
Maybe. I mean, I don't exactly fit in the jungle.
No, but you say, "Hey, I'm interested in becoming a sand snake," and they'd be like, "Sure,
Sunken Fang.
yeah, that's the one."
Did you just say I'm interested in becoming a sand snake?
Yeah, say I, kind fellows, would like to join your gang if you'd have me, please.
I want to start my own gang called the Sand Snakes.
Hey, whatever you gotta do. I think if you started your own gang, that might get you shot on sight, though. I think asking to join their gang is probably a safer option.
I guess.
Where you can be like, "Hey, uh, fellow Yanti, join my gang, the Sand Snakes, instead," and then you draw them to your side.
You saying I'm trying to convert them to my gang?
Yeah.
Well, I'm okay at talking myself out of trouble, I guess.
And worst case scenario, I just bring the boom.
Alright. I can jump. But if I'm that kind of distraction, I don't really need the boots. So.
Or you could distract them and crib if you wanted to try to sneak into the compound as like a spider or something to locate Gideon and go from there.
I don't think you need a distraction for a spider.
That's probably the truth.
I don't know what Gideon looks like.
Like the picture.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
assuming A, not a Yuan-Ti, and B, something fish.
He's got missing posters posted around town.
Just the vibe I get is maybe
Yeah.
Depicted
maybe
as
a
likeness. He's like he's a dire wolf lion looking guy.
That's true.
Got a big mane. He'd be really hard to miss.
Unless he's been tortured for weeks and looking all scrawny and mangy.
Probably still looks different than the Yonti, though.
Anything fluffy, it's bound to be distracting.
Well, we could do that. I could take a peek so we're not all in there wandering around blindly. We have a goal. I think we should figure out how anyone else is going to get in there, though.
I'm thinking for myself because I cannot jump. Just walk around, like take the river, like the guy said, just around and walk in the back way.
The back way.
It was all walled off, though, wasn't it? Like,
You think they have a back door?
it's not like the
Yeah.
Great Wall of China where you can just walk in. This one's actually all the way around.
It's a circle. Is there a moat?
I don't think that's better. No.
I don't know. I'm expecting alligators. I'm really not entirely sure what's all here.
It's wall inside town. So on the inside of the wall and outside of the wall, it's still town. So there's buildings on the outside and buildings on the inside. The wall's about 20 feet high. It's not thick enough for you to stand on. And anywhere that there was an entrance has been blocked with rubble or boards or boxes or any manner of things to prevent entry.
I mean, boxes and boards, I think I can just move or break. Granted, that's very loud. That is
Yeah.
not a stealthy option, but
Let's not pretend you're a stealthy option.
I am not a stealthy option. That is true. I mean, I could probably take off all my armor and be a less not stealthy option. However, I'm still not stealthy, and then I'm also very hittable.
What if we just like threw your armor in, and then you stealth your way in to get it?
I don't know if I don't think that's an option. Oh Lord.
That's fair. I don't hear you coming up with anything, Arvistan.
How you getting in, Arvistan?
Yeah, Arvistan.
Me? I'll probably just climb the wall.
It's not really that kind of wall. It's
No?
sheer face.
I'll stealth around it then.
Is it a stone? It's a stone wall, correct?
Not like a brick wall. It's like kind of like stucco, like if you think of like a town on the Mediterranean coast.
Okay.
It's just got that blank wall.
Do I think if we could get a grappling hook, we could rappel over the top of it?
Grappling hook.
Yeah,
You-
I like this.
Well, you would have to converse with Kriv, of course, because Kriv's the only one with the intel on what the wall itself looks like. But
Okay.
it's possible to be able to do that.
Do we want to try to grapple hook? If you got any advice, Kriv, I would gladly take it. I don't really have a good option here.
Plus, you have a wolf and a bird, neither of which has hands.
True. Here
Put the
comes the
boots on the job.
complications.
Maybe diplomacy should be option one, and we could just try to convince them to give us Gideon.
Hey, what if we pretend to be like some sort of salesman and to get inside the walls or something like that? Like all roped up and trying to get in there. Like, yeah, we're just like selling, I don't know, something and blah blah blah. Like try to get our way in because I don't think diplomacy. If they have him here,
Are you
there's
trying
no
to
way that they're gonna. There's no way that they're gonna give him up.
Are you trying to Trojan horse them?
Something
Kind
like
of.
that. Yeah.
Am I correct that wild shape doesn't interrupt concentration?
It shouldn't. I don't believe so.
Okay, well, good news, friends. I can turn into a thing that's tiny and secret, and I can also turn someone else into a thing that's tiny and secret. And I have a potion that makes someone invisible for an undetermined amount of time or capacity.
But that still leaves us with Shell and Luna
And one person.
and one person.
Well,
The other person can do something else, but the problems are going to be Shell and Luna.
do
I
we
think-
need Shell and Luna for this?
So we just send in Shell and Luna as the diplomats, right?
Dress him up. Put Luna up on top of Shell's head. Put a big trench coat around him.
I mean, I guess at this point, if we're having trouble with all of this, the best option is more likely going to be to leave Shell and Luna back in the end.
They're such good fighters, though.
They are such good fighters.
I know that's a
hang
problem.
Hang on. What if, Hazate, you, Shell, and Luna kind of went to the front gate and did legitimately say, like, hey, I'm trying to join you guys. These are some of my friends. Meanwhile, the three of us, if you can give your boots to Arvistan, Arvistan can take the invisibility potion. Me and Kriv turn into bugs because even with the thing, my armor's going to go, ka-clang, 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 ka-clang. And they would hear me a million miles away. So me and Kriv go as bugs. You go as invisible. We try to sneak into the compound after Kriv scouts it out as a bug, and then we go from there.
I kind of like this idea, but then it comes down to if they're gonna let her in or not.
I feel like you guys just assume that I can talk my way into anything.
I mean, then there's a reason why you were chosen as our leader, right?
Do you still have magic makeup?
Yeah.
You could be fancy.
Hold on, let me gussy up for my tryouts at the gang.
I'm sorry for helping.
Gotta look beautiful for my gang membership initiation.
I mean, it I don't know, it couldn't hurt.
It couldn't hurt.
And if it makes you more charming, it's like, hey, you're like, hey, I can turn this gang into something special. And they're like, she looks so special, she really, really can. I firmly believe in this sales pitch.
You can be charming, or you can be obnoxious and cause a scene.
We don't like pretty people. Shoot on sight.
I feel like that's a bad policy for anyone to have, even a gang.
Alright, okay. It takes me a while to put it on, though. We
That's
should've
fine.
planned it better.
I mean, Criv's got to scout anyway. Once they're done, then, you know.
Has to put shoes on and think about it for 10 minutes.
That's true.
Wait. Who has to put the boots on?
You.
You!
Why, if I'm taking the invisibility potion?
How are you gonna get in?
Whenever they open the door to let her in, I just...
There's no door. I don't know if I
Yeah.
made that essentially very clear, but it's walled all the way around. There's not a gate or like an entry.
So how is Hashite gonna try to get into the... and say that she wants to join?
I assume walk up somewhere and start yelling.
That was what I was thinking.
Start yelling. Ooh.
Like,
I mean,
hello?
they have to have a passage or something to where they open the door or something like that to go in, or a cave or a...
Robbie,
On the-
what if you're the diplomat? I put the makeup on you, and you use your beautiful, loud, booming voice to get their attention.
Oh lordy.
Okay, I kind of like that idea with the exception of I'm not even the right species.
Are you saying they don't allow other species in their gang?
I don't think so, judging by what we've heard so far.
Can Kriv shapeshift into one of their species?
No,
No.
Okay, I was just
I'm
wondering.
Druid, not a shapeshifter.
Like,
Wild shape.
Yeah.
Not shape shit.
yeah. Damn. Okay. Oh, worth a question. Oh, worth a ask.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose I could technically try to boom my voice while pretending it's your voice, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Hello.
Hello!
That's pretty good.
I am very pretty. Please come and talk to me. I'd like to join your gang.
I am very pretty, and I would like to join your gang.
You should do it like HGTV style, where you just start walking around and loudly admiring how cool this part of town is.
And then you see Robbie running around the wall. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and rough.
I have a feeling that you don't know what our plan is right now.
Oh boy. Going well.
We have so many options, but not a complete one yet.
We don't have that many options. I think first thing is, Crib, I think you need to scout out, see if you can find Gideon somewhere in the compound, so we know where we're going first.
I could try to talk to plants to see if they know where an entrance is. Is that helpful?
Yes, because we need to know where to go in through.
Plants would know that?
They can
Know the
signal.
direction someone went.
I mean, if you find a big tree, they can, like...
That's what I was thinking, just like a tall tree friend.
Can plants see? Can they see?
They can talk with their non-existent brains, so...
Yep.
Trees can actually converse with one another. This is from real life interesting thing. They use fungus in the ground to communicate, so a whole forest can talk to each other. They actually are able to send nutrients to parts of the forest that are a little more deprived from one end all the way across to the other. So they have like they almost have like a network, like an internet that they can all talk to each other with.
Wow.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Tree
Well,
color.
damn.
I
You
got
should-
to talk to the trees too.
Talk to the trees now.
I would like to find a tall tree nearby-ish, but hopefully not like smack up against the wall where like they're gonna hear me trying to talk to a tree.
I have to
Make tree
regret
noise.
to inform you that there are no trees in town.
Ah,
What about a blade of grass?
Well, I mean, we can go outside of town to talk to a tree. Like, that shouldn't be that hard, would it?
Do you think its roots are gonna like spread all around there?
Does
To
the
where they
plant
go?
have to be alive?
Yes.
I was just wondering if we could talk to fruit.
Talk to the plant skull.
Spider fruit. Did you see what happened?
Well, I think we have a lot of great options now, and a lot of stuff to potentially ruminate over. How about we give it a week? That'll be the end of today's session. Next time, we will maybe infiltrate the Sunken Fangs, or maybe spend a lot of time really nailing down exactly what this plan is.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I'm very excited. I think you guys are going to do great. I heard a lot of good options there. And yeah, this will be pretty good.
I don't know if I believe you heard a lot of good options, but you probably heard a couple.
Like
Yeah.
armor over the wall.
I did have Ian say before we started streaming that he did not want there to be snakes today. So
Yeah.
I looked at my notes after that. I said, "Ooh, I put a lot of snakes in this one."
We even had snake meat.
Right?
Yep.
Exact opposite of what I thought was going to happen.
Excellent. Okay, well, is everybody okay to play next week?
Yes.
Sure am.
Oh, yes.
It will be a day after a birthday.
Whose birthday?
Ian.
Okay. That sounds good. Thank everybody for playing. Great job today. And I'll see you all next time.
Yeah.
Adios.